Good morning from our day at sea. Today is all about fun times on the ship.
But it's also all about Christmas.
Yeah. Because we're going to meet... Who are we going to meet, buddy?
Santa.
That's right.
Who's on your pajamas? Who's this? Who's this?
Santa.
Santa.
Yeah, who's on the other foot?
Oh yeah, who's on this foot?
Remy.
That's
A
right, a
reindeer.
reindeer. We're going to go eat breakfast first, then we're going to go meet Santa, and we got to hear a story from Mrs. Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Then later today...
What?
Aqueduct.
Oh yeah!
All day long.
Today's the day. We also have, so Matt and I have a class we're going to do, and then I think there's some other stuff that we were going to try to do too.
Yeah, I have some other stuff highlighted, and then later tonight, we have dinner at Remy.
I'm a little bit nervous because I forgot my brush. I didn't bring a hairbrush, and they don't sell a hairbrush on the ship. So, well, fingers crossed I can make something work. A turtle? But right now we're gonna go have breakfast at the Royal Court, which we haven't done yet. We actually haven't even been in there yet. So this will be a fun new experience, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, he wanted to show you Turtle.
There's Turtle.
There he is. There he is.
So let's do it. Let's go get some breakfast. We stepped out on the balcony and another cruise ship is passing by. Like, I feel like they're a lot closer than I thought they would be. I wonder...
We'll honk our horn at them?
I don't know. I hope so. We should. Like, hey, get out of my way.
They are really close.
Right? Like, they're not close, but they are close.
It feels close because we're in this huge ocean.
Right? There's so much
there.
space. All right, we are down in the atrium on deck 3. And we're headed to Royal Court. That's where we're gonna eat breakfast. Ooh, fancy. This one's themed to Cinderella. Wow, so the lights aren't actually doing that. It's just the frame rate of the camera is a little bit off. Well, I guess it's not themed just to Cinderella because there's Snow White as well. And looking out at the day at sea. And then we've got some Christmas decorations as well.
So we ordered the peanut butter and jelly typhoon pancake with peanut butter and jelly. Are you so excited? And bacon?
Bacon and
Wow. Oh my goodness.
So our server suggested some chocolate donuts. He says, very good, you can trust me.
It's like a hard shell though.
Chocolate dipped donuts.
So it's a little bit messy, but it's worth the mess because it is very good.
Okay. Jackson, are you not eating your peanut butter and jelly typhoon?
No, and
I made that special for you.
Brian even cut it up and everything.
Oh man, buddy.
I know. We made it special. Santa's gonna know that you didn't eat your breakfast.
Alright, so for breakfast here, I got the Eggs Benedict, and actually we all got Eggs Benedict.
So I got one of the smoked salmon with arugula and then one of the ham with tomato.
Okay.
So this one is smoked salmon with arugula and this one is ham and tomato. They look so good. Oh, and then Matt got the corned beef hash with his.
We're just letting Jackson ride the elevator all by himself. No, I'm just kidding. Our friend is in there with him.
I'll see you again.
Merry Christmas, everyone! Happy holidays! Wonderful! Hello, Megan. Wonderful. How are you? I am ready.
He knows your name. Santa knows you.
Big since the last time I saw you.
Oh my goodness.
And you've got me on your foot.
He does.
Who's on your foot? Santa.
That's Santa.
Which reindeer is it?
Well, I can't quite tell. Do you know which reindeer it is on your foot?
Which one is it? He
He
said
said this one.
This one. Well, that's a reindeer. Well, he doesn't have a red nose, so he's probably not Rudolph.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
My guess is that it's Comet.
Comet's wonderful.
I think Megan's right.
Is that Santa, buddy?
He's like awestruck to see
That's
you.
okay.
Yeah.
You showing Santa your Santa dance?
Oh, you dancing for Santa?
Maybe it's Dancer then, honestly.
Oh, dancer on your foot. That's
a
beautiful.
That's a good call.
Good call.
Now, Jackson, did you know what you wanted for Christmas this year?
What do you want for Christmas? Oh, he wants an ornament. He loves Christmas ornaments.
Ornament?
Yeah, he said
That's a
ornament.
lovely wish. Well, we'll see what we can do, all right, Jackson?
Yeah. Ooh, should we take a picture? They are up there.
There's ornaments
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Oh,
And lights.
And the lights, of course. Good.
Oh my goodness, Mulan is here too.
My own
Oh, and there's Mulan and Ariel are coming by. Look at this.
Well, Christmas, I think, is the best time of the year. So ornaments are a great representation of that.
All right, we love it. Should we take a picture?
Want to get a picture, Jackson?
You want to take a photo with Santa?
Take a picture.
All right, we are headed over to D Lounge now, which is where Mrs. Claus should be reading a story, but she started maybe like 15 minutes ago, so she might not actually still be doing it. We will see.
It was the day before Christmas, and all through the hills the reindeer were playing, enjoying their spills, while every so often they'd stop to call names at the little deer, not allowed in their games. Slave for the flight. This fog, he called out, will be hard to get through. He shook his round head and his tummy shook too. Thank you so much for joining me today, children.
Donald and Daisy in their holiday outfits showed up
Now you can spend
at the end of the story time with Mrs. Claus.
friends of ours. Goodbye.
Oh, this is one of those interactive spots. Oh no, maybe it's not. This is neat. So I was just standing here, right, looking at this map,
Yeah.
which is like a map of the Gulf of Mexico Island. This is where Castaway Key is,
Right.
and it does stuff.
Oh, there's a sea monster.
Yeah,
Whoa. I hope we don't see that on our trip.
right?
What
sea
is
monster.
that? A purple monster?
But this isn't one of the spots for the detective agency thing.
How does it know we're here?
I think it just happens occasionally. There's a spot over here that has a wheel, and you can like control. Oh no, it's running into
right
the.
into the island.
But you can control
This
the
way,
ship.
buddy.
But and you also you can make it stop
Whoa, like this.
or full speed, full
Okay,
speed
you're
ahead.
Doing it, you're doing it. Oh, should it go into that little channel with the waterfall?
There's dolphins around. Oh, you gotta find the treasure.
Oh, you do?
I don't know. Go towards the treasure,
Close,
Jackson.
This way.
See what happens. Oh! You got it.
We got the treasure.
You got the treasure.
Real pirates.
Oh.
Oh, now it's nighttime.
This is Neverland.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, look, second star to the right.
Oh, right.
There's
okay.
a Pirate Island or whatever it's called over there. Look at that. Do you see how this is Cinderella? You can kind of see inside of there. There's some stuff, like makeup type stuff. Oh, this is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. That's why. Okay. As a side note, this is the only spot in the United States. Like I know it's hard to confusing. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is open on the ship. It's not open at Walt Disney World. So like if you wanted to do Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, you do it on the ship. There's Daisy and Donald in their Christmas outfits. Have a good day, bye, thank you. Got some different princesses out on deck 3. We've got Cinderella and Rapunzel. Alright, so now we're all done seeing Santa, eating breakfast, trying to see Mrs. Claus. Jackson wouldn't really sit still for that, so he was just like, let's go outside. So we were like running around in the hallway. We had to see the very end of Mrs. Claus's story. And now...
It was very cute though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we had seen the whole thing, but he's not at the age where he will sit for that.
Right.
He wanted to get up and like run over to her, and we can't do that obviously, so we just popped back in at the end and we saw Daisy and Donald. Very cute.
Now we're gonna go get the bathing suits on and go swimming.
We're gonna go finally on the, what is it called?
Aqueduct.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Aqueduct.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing it today.
Also, we're gonna go do what Jackson calls bathing suit swimming. All right, for our day at sea, we are now out on the deck. What's everybody watching? Mickey Christmas Carol. And there's nobody in line for the aqueduct, so we're heading up there right now. Ooh, I wish I had looked at maybe like the directory to see where we're at, because there's a cruise ship docked over there on some island. I don't know where. Also, there's some other ship over here, maybe like a fishing vessel or something. So I wonder where we're at. All right, now for the moment you've been waiting this entire cruise for.
This is the only thing I wanted to do.
We're going on the water slide.
But our friend told us the water's really cold, so now I'm a little nervous.
It'll be all right. All right, we're headed up to the aqueduct, and they told us that it's only double riders right now due to high winds, because if there was just a single rider, the wind might possibly flip over the raft as you come into the open air section. Oh, basketball court and everything? Here's the story of the aqueduct. This ride will surely ruffle your feathers. Donald's nephews built a slide, and Uncle wanted the first ride. They were worried he'd get stuck, but he sailed like an aqueduct. Hey, aqueduct! I wanted real quick slow to show the slide rules. Also, 54 inches if you want to ride alone, 42 inches with an accompanied person. I think it's our turn. Here we go. Bye.
It's really cold.
Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, we're over the ocean right now, man. Whoa. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah, it's refreshing. Here we go.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, it's Oh, I'm getting flashed out. Here we are. The nice relaxing deck.
Sorry, trying to put my toes down.
Oh, yeah, look, you can see out of the pool. You can see out of the ocean. Bye-bye, Jackson. He's out playing on the splash pad right now. Feels great. Whoa.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, the splash now. Whee! Yay! Time to check out the Aqua Lab. What is here? That's the yellow one, that's right. That's the wheel. What do you got, Jackson? Ice cream? Is it good? Alright, for the first time on this cruise, getting a burger. Also, there's a pulled pork sandwich that's only available today.
So this is Rudolph's slow roasted pulled pork sandwich.
Rudolph's?
Yeah, he made this. It's got
The
some
reindeer?
Yeah. He loves pork. He's a big fan.
Okay.
And then this has caramelized onions on top. And then I grabbed a little extra barbecue sauce.
Okay.
I think Jackson might try it.
And then a salad.
I just got a Cobb salad.
Then we got Jackson some chicken tendies.
And then this is another holiday sandwich.
Oh, okay. So they're honking the horn because I guess they're going to be playing all of them. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're just playing that one. But they said that after their noon announcements, they were going to play the horn. But maybe it was just that one little bit of it, because that's all that I heard was just it go off once. So they play When You Wish Upon a Star. They can play A Pirate's Life for Me. It's a Small World. They can play Do You Want to Build a Snowman? But I thought they were going to play all of them. But it seems like they just played that one. All right, so we are done swimming. Jackson is going to go down for his nap, and you are going to go and do a mixology class.
So originally we were looking for like a champagne tasting or like a wine tasting. One of those kind of classes. They were fully booked.
Yeah.
So, or they only had availability on the Castaway Key day. And we want to be on the island all day. So
Right.
The only thing that was available was mixology. So we thought, why not give it a try? It's $25 and it might be a fun one to do.
Yeah.
So our friend Matt and I are actually going to go check that out while Jackson's asleep.
Yeah. I'm going to stay here with Jackson and probably nap. All right, so you're back from the mixology class. What did you think?
I'm back. So I think in years past, the mixology class was more interactive.
Okay.
You were actually able to make the drinks, like mix your own drinks as you were learning about how drinks are made and why certain flavors go together and things like that. In this class, they made all of the drinks for us.
Okay.
So it was a little bit less fun, a little bit less interactive. So for me, somebody who's not like I don't drink liquor, and it was like pretty much like a liquor drinking class. I think that if you like liquor drinks, you should probably check it out, and you would probably really like it, because for $25 we got 5 drinks.
Little tiny drinks.
So most of them were like half drinks. They were still, in my opinion, still pretty big. And then at the end you got a shot. So we started out with the Captain's Mai Tai, and we talked about what went into the drink, how it was made. The next drink that we tried was a vodka drink that had like muddled berries in it. It was a nice drink. It tasted a lot of like lime and a lot of raspberries. So it was like a little bit tartar, but it still had a little bit of sweetness to it. So that I think was my favorite drink. And then the next one that we had was a martini. It was a mango and basil martini. So they also told us why they use certain glasses for certain drinks. So with the martinis, the reason why they use that glass with the stem that's kind of wide, it's like a V shape. The stem is so that you hold it by the stem so that it stays nice and cool, your drink stays cool, but also it's wide so that every time you're taking a sip of your drink, you're smelling it.
Okay.
So you're using your 2 senses. You're using your taste and your smell. So you're really like enveloped in your drink.
Gotcha.
And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So that was really interesting. The next drink that we had was Prosecco, raspberry vodka, and elderflower liqueur. And so it was honestly my least favorite drink.
Oh no.
It was very perfumey tasting, but something that I thought was really cool is that the reason why they put like bubbly drinks in that kind of a cup, that glass that's sort of shaped like
a champagne flute?
Yeah, it's sort of shaped like this with the stem. The stem, again, is to keep your drink cold, but this shape of the glass is to keep your bubbles bubbly.
Right.
So let's say you put a champagne drink in that martini-shaped glass, it would go flat.
Oh.
Your bubbles would dissipate and you would have a flat drink. So that's why you put champagne in that like tall, narrow glass.
Interesting.
So I really did enjoy the like educational aspect of it, but I do think that I would have liked the course better, the seminar better, if I had been able to like do it myself.
Gotcha.
But I do think that the class had value.
Okay.
If you like liquor drinks, I think you should sign up because you do get kind of a lot of alcohol for $25. I didn't drink all of my drinks.
Right.
I probably drank like half of each one. But then at the end, we had a shot, a Cinnamon Toast Crunch shot, and it was rum chata with Fireball whiskey on top, and they showed us how to make a layered shot. So the Fireball was sitting on top of the rum chata, like separated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was a nice flavor. It was the most holiday tasting drink out of everything that we had. And it was a beautiful bar. They did have the windows that change.
Yeah.
So we were looking over like the Parisian skyline, and then it would change, and we were looking over like the London skyline. It was cool. It was really nice.
Sounds pretty neat.
So although I had a lot of fun, but I don't think that I would do that course again. If you're interested in liquor though, I think you should check it out because I do think that it was definitely worth the price.
Okay.
So I had fun.
Tonight we have dinner at Remy. Ooh, I'm very excited. I'm also a little bit nervous because I looked at the menu, all in French.
I'm sure that they'll tell us what everything is.
Okay.
I hope.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be good. But before that, got a little bit of time before that, and we're gonna go do a little bit of mini golf up on the top deck. Let's go do it. Oh my goodness, Mickey and Minnie signed our door. It says, "Your pal Mickey Mouse, love and kisses from Minnie Mouse."
Oh my gosh, buddy.
I think we need to take this down now so we can save this.
Well, because somebody a few doors down signed it, but every time our room host came in, his shoulder would touch it.
Yeah.
So we don't want him to wipe off Mickey and Minnie's.
Right.
I think we should laminate this.
And somebody else said happy birthday.
They did.
Wow. Doesn't get much better than this. Ooh, Walt Disney presents Goofy in tennis racket.
Wow.
We're getting ready to start playing some mini golf.
Buddy, are you ready?
We also noticed that this is where they shoot off the fireworks from, right here. All right.
I wish they gave you things to keep score though, because I want to know who's going to win.
Well, they did originally. You can see there's a thing here that says pencils and scorecards, but I think due to COVID, we're not doing that anymore. Good job, buddy.
Wow.
You're doing good. You're like a real life golfer. Good job, buddy. You didn't cheat at all. All right, put it down, buddy, and hit it hit it into the hole. Good job.
I don't think you're going to need to hit it that hard. Oh, what the heck?
I didn't hit it that hard.
Oh no. So the whole course, it's really themed, so obviously it's a Disney course, so the theming is very cute. But I love all of the like the little crabs, the octopus. There's a lawnmower, and I have to say the weather here on, like, I thought it was going to be a lot windier than it is right now. The weather is beautiful. This is an amazing evening. I mean, every evening on the Fantasy is amazing, but this is especially just beautiful weather. I think it's really cool that they have mini golf on the ship.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, this is a really nice little, like, extra. I love it. Not extra, it's
like
free, not an
wooden
extra.
balls though, so they don't do as good as regular golf balls,
Right.
but it's still fun.
It's very fun. This one's having fun for sure. Whoa! So now I know why lesson number 9 is sinking the putt, because you actually hit it into the sink. That's pretty cool.
Well, they're closing up the pools right now. Look at that. They're turning it into a deck. That's pretty neat. Oh yeah, look at that. The chairs are moving back. So does the bottom floor come up now? I think it would, because they don't want the like gears and stuff to be exposed. It's going up ever so slowly. Pretty neat. Just out here watching Toy Story 3 and just watching the boats go by. We had a quick snack while we were waiting. It's been a good evening. It's very nice outside.
I should have showed it to you before it was like all mangled. But I just had the roast beef sandwich. It was really good. Like the food that's the like grab-and-go food is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like right now has got to be the greatest time to ride the aqueduct, because look at that sunset over there. All right, we're all dressed up. We're going to Remy. I'm excited.
Me too. I don't know what to expect.
I have no idea what to expect.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're heading up there right now. So here we are on deck 12, heading in. So Remy is this way, Paulo is this way, and Meridian, which is the bar, is right here. There it is. Going to Remy. They said that these 2 bottles were featured in the movie Ratatouille.
Yes.
Wow. And there he is. There's Remy up there on the chandelier. Look at you looking all fancy. Also, I don't mean to alarm you, but there are rats right behind you.
I think the rats are gonna be cooking the food.
Oh yeah.
I don't mean to alarm you.
Look at them. They're there, the rats. Ooh, if you guys are interested in the menu, there it is. This is the menu that we're having tonight. I don't know if it'll work because it opens up the cruise line app. Ooh, they have a signature drink here, a signature starting cocktail. That was Grand Marnier. He said a special Grey Goose that was
had 5% cognac in it.
Oh, and then some Taittinger champagne.
With blackberry pearls and candied pineapple.
It's called the Colette, because as we all know who Colette is from the movie, she was the lady sous chef. Yeah, and then they're going to bring me the non-alcoholic version, which is called linguine. I also wanted to point out that they have decorated Remy for Christmas. There's some Christmas decorations about. So they brought out the canapé, and this is a seafoam cauliflower, and then seafoam foie gras. They say to start with the cauliflower first. Here is a look at the menu. So they have 3 different menus. They have the French side, then they have an American side, and then they have a la carte. And so this, I guess, is a famous French chef who has a 3-star Michelin restaurant. And this is Scott Hunnell, who is the chef from Victoria and Albert's back at Walt Disney World. So we just talked to the sommelier, and Jen was asking if she could just get like a glass.
Yeah, I was thinking I don't really love white wine, and I don't like all red wines, and so I told him, I said I like champagne and I like full-bodied red wines, and he said, oh, I'll build an experience for you. You can do the wine tasting, but I'll build the experience based on what you like. So he said he's going to work up to like the full-bodied red wine, and then we'll start with some champagne. So very, very.
And then you're going to end with some champagne too.
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
with dessert.
Champagne, yeah.
I think this is just so far the service has been really, really wonderful.
So just to let you guys know, the prefix menu is $125 per person, and then the wine pairing that Jen's getting is an extra $115.
So we are celebrating my birthday on this sailing, and so I think that this isn't something that we would normally do, but this is definitely a special occasion. So we thought we would.
Well,
What?
so every person that I've talked to that has been to Remy says that they go back every time.
So we have some friends who have been on a few cruises. Our friends at the Holy Moly, our friend Chris Pratt, and he said you have to do it. He talked it up, and we were like, okay, we're doing it. So thank you, Chris, for talking us into this. We love it so far. So the chef sent out a palate cleanser that looks pretty interesting. It is green curry paste, parsnip puree, and then a puff pastry on top. So let me just...
Yeah, let's see you cut into this. Ooh, is it good?
It's really nice and creamy, and then the puff pastry has like a really nice salt
Okay.
on top. This is good. I like this.
And there's a little bit of lemon zest on top too.
Okay, I like it.
All right, so they brought us out some bread, and they said this is from a master baker in France. They said any restaurant who's anybody has this baker's bread in their restaurant. And then they have 3 different kinds of butter for us. And one of them is like a pepper butter.
It was paprika.
He said it's very similar to pepper.
Oh, okay.
And then the middle one is regular butter. And then this last one is seaweed butter.
I'm excited for that one.
And then they brought us out some sea salt because all of the butters are unsalted. Oh, and they told us that this bread is a sourdough. All right, Jen got her first pairing, Dom Perignon. He said it was one of 2 grand vintages.
But he said that the reason why this one was so good, so nice, is because the weather was so good. It was cold when it needed to be cold and hot when it needed to be hot. So it's just a really nice grape.
And he also said that something is that Dom Perignon is the reason that we have champagne. He's the guy that invented it.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I never thought I would have a Dom Perignon. This is like
There you go.
amazing.
He goes, you know why we're having it?
Because we can.
Because we can.
And I was like, wow, okay.
So he doesn't really like your brothers, but
So this is the mice, basically like a corn polenta dish. A lot of different variations of corn.
you know more about
It looks very nice. So it's really interesting to try something that has flavors that you're very familiar with, but it's just on an elevated level. Like in that dish, you had flavors of like popcorn and polenta and corn, different corn flavors of corn cakes. But it was elevated and elegant looking.
So in this champagne, in this bottle, you have the oldest vintage from 1990, the youngest vintage from 2008, but the bottle was released after 2018. So if you think from the first day they start to make the first wine, it takes over 28 years for a single bottle to arrive to your table.
Wow.
Wow.
And probably it won't last more than 28 seconds.
So here's the thing about this restaurant. They bring everything out and they tell you exactly what's in it. And
I could not.
You would not be able to.
I couldn't recite it back to you. But
Yeah.
this is
The
lobster,
main lobster.
with lobster bisque, and he named off so many different flavors. So I know it's going to be flavorful. I know it's going to be delicious. We got more of that really, really good bread.
Yeah.
What did you?
And then I got the chicken set on top of a variety of mushrooms, and then the sauce underneath is a wine sauce,
A Madeira sauce?
a Madeira sauce.
I think that is a wine.
Yeah, and then the little green dots are a spinach,
Oh,
so it should be pretty good. It was very good chicken, like very tender and easy to eat. And I liked the grain that was underneath, adding another texture to it. It's kind of like an al dente feeling in your mouth, like a little bit stiffer.
my lobster was really nice. I would order an entire bowl of that. That was so good. And my champagne is gone, and it was delicious. I was going to show the glass, but I forgot that it was gone. It was so good. It feels very special. Like I feel like this is such a special night. Yeah. So thank you for bringing me here.
You're welcome.
Finest red wines in the world coming from there. One of the 72 wines classified as a Grand Cru back in 1855. You get dark roast here, black cherries, blackberries, developing to nice leatheriness, gaining its meekness, but so elegant. Very long finish, but really smooth with very smooth tannins and acidity.
So for your next course, you got the soulfish with a selection of leeks around it. So we could say there's a leak on the ship.
No, we don't want to say that. But there is, this down here is what I'm most interested in. It's like a gel, like a jelly.
Ooh,
A leek jelly. Yeah.
Okay. And then I got the lamb. So this is a lamb shank and a lamb belly with garbanzo bean croquettes and eggplant, puree, and then a lamb jus around the outside of it. So my lamb, delicious. The only thing that I would say is, if you order this, eat the lamb belly first, because it's a heavier flavor. It's more smoky, more like traditional lamb flavors. whereas the tenderloin or the shank was phenomenal as far as the lightness of the flavor and the tenderness of the meat. So I would say like eat the belly first and then the other part second. It was really good. What did you think of your sole?
That was my favorite thing so far. I mean, I still have a couple more things to go, but so far that was my favorite. It was the I don't know what he called it, but like the juice around it.
It was a fish juice.
Was that what he said?
That's what he said. Yeah, it was a fish sauce.
Really, really good. And then the leeks, they almost have like an oniony flavor.
So I think maybe because he also said that it was a bouillon.
It was so delicious.
Yeah.
I would eat an entire plate of that. I don't know if I could though. It was a little bit rich. But that was so nice. And actually the red wine, I like the flavor with it.
Milayu 2013, an outstanding red wine from Chile. Now, in a French restaurant, you have a Chilean wine for a reason. The grapes here are French. The first one is the Cabernet Sauvignon. The second one is the Carmener.
Okay.
Carmener is the lost grape, used to grow in France. But back in 1870, when phylloxera, this virus, destroyed 98% of the vines in France, Carmener extinct.
Oh.
Nowhere to be found.
Wow.
So the fruit was lost, and 100+ years later, when they start to do the DNA test and classify again the vines and the wine and the grapes, they found that Carmener still existed in Chile.
Oh.
French travelers took it back in 1600, but no one knew about it.
Oh wow.
So Chile is surrounded by desert and mountains. So this virus never affects Chile.
Oh wow.
This is
Okay.
great. Hence, we can have one of the biggest, most bold, most juicy red wines we can possibly find from this beautiful grape. It's all about a nice, ripe kind of, I would say, plums, prunes, nice earthiness and spiciness.
Oh, okay.
Together with a beautifully rich, juicy but smooth tannins and acidity, will perfectly be able to cut through the rich protein of the beef and make the beef literally melt in your palate.
So this is our Australian Wagyu, seared, and then it has some different carrots next to it. And they said that every vegetable is grown in a farm in Ohio for Remy. And that's the only place that these vegetables come from, and this is the only place that those vegetables go.
I thought it was just the herbs.
He said it was herbs and vegetables.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
This beef was so delicious. I will say though, my cut that I got was a little bit thin on one side. So that side got cooked a little bit more than the backside. So as I first took my very first bite, it was very delicious, but I was like, this doesn't quite seem like Wagyu. It wasn't as tender as I thought Wagyu, like the Wagyu that I've had in the past. And then as I worked my way back the cut, then it got to like what I recall Wagyu being, how tender, how melt in your mouth, buttery, delicious.
Mine was fantastic all the way through.
How'd the wine go with it?
So good. It's funny how, I don't know if it's just like a placebo effect where he's like, it'll make it melt in your mouth. And I'm like, this really is melting in my mouth.
So one thing that I was just like kind of thinking about this entire situation that we're in right now, so we're on a cruise ship. And when you're on a cruise ship, you're eating kind of ridiculous stuff. Like for lunch, I had a cheeseburger and like a couple of bites of chicken tenders, and then we went down a water slide, and now we're here. Like
Right.
eating Wagyu beef, drinking Dom Perignon.
It's
like,
kind of the extreme, yeah, both
Right?
ends, right?
It's so wild that that's what being on a Disney cruise is. And like you have two choices. Like you can go to Remy or you can go to Palo, which Palo is like still high end, but it's not as high end as Remy. It's just, that's such an interesting thing that can happen here on this cruise ship. So they came over to the table and they said, we're going to go on a fromage journey now.
Yeah.
Or as I like to call it, cheese journey.
A cheese adventure.
We're going on a cheese venture. And then I asked, they said they're going to bring out a different bread. And it's made by the same baker. What did he say his name was? It was Frederick. It was Freddie.
You know, Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie the bread man. There it is.
Oh gosh.
My cheese venture.
Here we have a fantastic fromage trolley. All the best cheeses you can find in France. All imported.
Here's our cheese venture.
I will give you the rosé. Has
Okay.
a little bit of sweetness.
Okay.
High concentration, I would say, richness. You get beautiful acidity and really, really nice kind of sweet strawberries, raspberries, and sweet cherries.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, enjoy.
Thank you. So this is our chocolate dish. And they just came over and did raw cacao on it.
That's right.
Like, you know, did some microplaning of it on there. Some golden praline nuggets. And then he named off so many other things.
All of it sounded very delicious.
Yeah, like layers upon layers of
I couldn't
chocolate.
tell.
Yeah, it smells so good.
It really does smell so good. It smells like like you're baking a cake right in front of you.
We have the olive oil and white chocolate chip hats, and then we have the raspberry and strawberry petit fours. We have egg by Christoffel, a very famous brand. We have a vanilla creme anglaise and coffee tartlet. It is decaf, so I don't have to worry about not eating.
One thing that's been really great about eating here is if we're not sure about something, we can just ask. We just say,
Yeah.
like he brought this out, and I was like, how do I eat that? And he's like, just pick it up and eat it. I was like, oh, okay. So that's what we're going to do.
Well, he said it in a much fancier way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this tart was so good. It's like a coffee tart. Oh, man.
It just tasted like coffee.
Yeah, it tasted like delicious, delicious coffee. And it was a great way to like end out the meal.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I will say, even though everything looked small and it was all small portions, I am so full.
I don't think I can eat any more of this because I'm so full.
Right? Like ungodly full.
It was so rich, so good.
It was a very, very fulfilling evening.
It really was. It was so special. Like everything about the service was really special, and then everything about the food was really special. Everything about the details
Environment,
in the
yeah.
restaurant. I mean, I love this.
Yeah.
I think we'll definitely make sure that we do this if we can every time that we come on a ship that has Remy.
Oh, you started out this video saying this is like I don't think we'll do this every time.
Well, because I didn't know what to expect, and I think I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
So it
It was
happens.
really nice.
It was so nice.
Okay, so they brought us out little lollipops too,
Raspberry and mint.
and then they gave us some little chocolates as well. Oh my goodness.
Fun.
That
Wow.
looks awesome.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this bottom right one?
This one?
Yeah, it looks like
It's like a jelly.
jelly cube. Is that gold?
I don't know.
Are we eating gold chocolates?
I think so.
Wow.
When in Rome.
What?
When in France.
When at Remy's. When there's a rat cooking for you.
Gotta do it.
You gotta eat golden chocolate. So we actually had so much fun this day that we totally forgot to film an outro at the end of the night. But it was a fantastic day. We got to go and we got to slide on the slide on the aqueduct. Jackson got to play in the splash pad some more. It was just like an action-packed, jam-full day. And then at the end of the day, we got to eat at Remy, which was so delicious. I've been dreaming about it since we ate there, and I cannot wait to go back on the next cruise that we do. I will be booking it as soon as we can because it was so good. Also, stay tuned to tomorrow because we're going back to Castaway Cay, and we got to do some of the stuff that we didn't get to do on the first day on the second day because this was a double dip cruise where we went to Castaway Cay twice. So, all in all, a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.